From the 2017 Ohioana Book Festival, this is Craft. I'm Doug Dangler, and I'm here today with Debra Sue Brice, who is a young adult author, and she's going to talk about her series, Running Into Things, Running Into Trouble, and Writing with Trouble, and many other titles, and Crossing Borders, some of the books that you have here. So welcome to Craft.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So tell me about your books. Tell me about Crossing Borders.
I'll start with Crossing Borders. Crossing Borders is an inspirational adventure about a young woman who kind of gives up on everything and takes her horse, packs him up, and goes up to Canada to try to further her skills. So she goes up and finds an Olympic trainer up there, and along the way, it's about the boarders or the other people that she runs into who are also up there training. There is a hint of mystery, a hint of suspense along the way, but she also finds herself in the good graces of the trainer and a particularly handsome barn manager who is destined to keep her safe from danger.
Okay. And this is based on your own experience with handsome barn managers keeping you out of danger? Or
more about the horse. That is actually my horse
on
the front cover. He was my inspiration for writing the story.
All right. And the horse has got the hair done up in a particular, very fancy
braids.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you do in the show. This is dressage. So it's about a young dressage rider.
Right. Horses and I have a very bad history. So I am just, this is as close as I like to get to them.
Okay, well then we'll keep it right
Hello
here.
there, horse. Very nice. You're looking wonderful. So this book obviously is based on you being an equestrian.
Correct, yes.
And how did that play into the book? How much of it did you say people need to know more about the equestrian lifestyle? I want to write more details. I want to give them more information.
You know, and when I wrote the story, I wrote it from a perspective of somebody who may not be familiar with the equestrian world, like some of the bigger terms that we might use that, you know, other people might not understand. So I wanted people, even if you don't know anything about horses or don't even like them, still to be able to enjoy the storyline of the characters, the interaction. But the horse has a really good personality as well. My horse in real life had a interesting personality, so I made sure I wrote that into the story.
So the horse is fictionalized completely from the. What was the interesting personality of the horse? Was it headstrong? It decided it wasn't going to do what he wanted?
And you know what? He likes to show off in front, in front of an audience. And you know what? For those people who do understand horses, they do have their own unique personalities, just like people. So yeah, he's quite the character.
Okay. So you've also got the Running Into Trouble book and Writing Into Trouble. So tell me about those.
It is a murder mystery cozy trilogy. It's a mouthful.
A cozy murder. I like that. It's
yes.
just, it's like a Miss Marple kind of thing.
Yes,
where it's
absolutely.
friendly until somebody dies, and then it's friendly again.
And then, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It's actually called the Danni Girl Mysteries. So there is Running Into Trouble, Sailing Into Trouble, and Riding Into Trouble. Okay. All of them are clean reads. Obviously, there's a murder that takes place in all of those.
But it's a cozy murder.
But it's a cozy murder,
said, right?
Absolutely. Okay. Based on a young woman, a college-age woman who, you know, just isn't quite sure what she wants to do in life, and along the way.
But she's not the one that decides to murder people.
No,
she's not
she's
decided.
the one finding all the dead bodies.
She doesn't know what she wants to do in life, but she does like to find
a
life littered with corpses.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So you've also got Icing, and I think that's your newest one?
This is my newest,
okay.
Yes, this is my newest novel. It is a inspirational contemporary romance. It's about a cupcake shop owner who falls in love with a Cleveland Monsters hockey player.
Okay.
Again, it's fiction, but I took a lot of things that I enjoy. I enjoy baking, so I threw the cupcake shop owner in there. I love going to the monster games. I'm from the Cleveland area, so we go to a lot of those games, so I threw those characters in there as well.
What is there about the hockey that you like? Because I ask because I think it's an interesting mix between baking and large men bruising each other on ice.
Absolutely.
What is the connection there?
You know what? It's my likes of everything that I do, and I love the Cleveland Monsters. They're an AHL, so they're not the NHL. They're the farm team, I guess you can say, for the Columbus Blue Jackets. So it's exciting because, you know, these are real guys, and you can go and watch their practices. You can get involved with them. You can get their autographs, skate with them on the ice. I mean, they're great people to be around. So I wanted to share that fun with other people who maybe haven't experienced that yet as well.
Okay. And when you are writing books, a book like this in which you're writing about hockey, how much research did you get to do? I know that you went to see them. There's a picture of you here on the ice, so you must be skating,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So how much of that goes into the book, and how much do you get to say, oh, these are really interesting details, like when you fall down on ice, it hurts?
It hurts, yes.
Right.
You know what, and that is one great thing living so close to the ice rink and being able to go, that I do go to a lot of their autograph signings. I do you get involved. We're part of the online, just a monster group that,
Right.
we share information and things like that just for fun as fans. But yeah, I love to do research, and there's actually the number 29 in this, Tom Billingsley, based on a real character, but it's kind of neat that I get to skate with the current number 29 and get his picture as well. So.
And it's based on the Lake Erie monster, right? So near Cleveland,
Yes.
you get to research the Lake Erie monster in some way. You get to go out? Is that how this works? To part of the research?
Absolutely, absolutely. And going to the games and just being in the Cleveland area, there's a lot of mention of Cleveland places, whether it's restaurants or bowling alleys, things like that in the greater Cleveland area, that my friends, there's 4 girls in this book, and it's actually based on us 4 girls that we got to go out and go to the bowling alley and research and do things, go to the games and get involved that way.
So are those all good tax write-offs because they're part of the research, right?
Absolutely.
I have to go to the bar, I have to go to hockey. I don't want to, but it's part of my research.
Part of the research, and I have to do it.
And they have to do it,
Absolutely.
right? Okay. Well, it's good to know that exists for you as an outlet.
Right.
So what is a day of writing like for you? So you get up and you say, I need to have X number of pages done. How do you do that? What's your...
It's difficult because I do have a full-time job. I'm actually a first grade teacher. So during the school year, I do what I do, and then in the summertime is when I get to just let loose my adventurous mind and grab the paper and pen and go at it. And sometimes it's a day of I just sit and I write all day, and sometimes it's just, oh, that's a great idea, I'm going to jot it down, I'll come back to it later. So, but a lot of times it's once you sit down, the characters just kind of start taking over, and the book just flows.
So you're looking for the inspiration in the summer.
Absolutely.
So sometime around March, May, you have to start thinking about getting inspired.
Absolutely, and you know what? Being here is awesome. I mean, I walk around, I see all the other authors, and it's just makes me motivated to get ready for the summertime and get the books going.
I think you should really look into exploring the Lake Erie monster. I would like to see a whole book just about that.
Just about the monster?
Where you get
Dive
into
in
scuba
there.
diving into what is the murkiest of the 5 lakes, or 5 lakes? Lake Erie, right?
Yes,
That
yes.
is
I think we're the shallowest too, so that's good for me. I don't like deep water.
Right. We're the shallowest in Ohio. That's quite that's the tag for your next book.
There we go.
Lake Erie Monster, we're the shallowest. Well, Debra Sue Brice, I thank you very much for talking to me today.
Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it.
For more information from my guests, visit www.crafttheshow.com. This is Doug Dangler. Until next time, be creative.